The recent global pandemic highlighted some serious risks and threats to the supply management in our healthcare system. In collaboration with Systematics, we attempt to address the challenges faced by Alberta Health Services supply chain management processes. The project goal is to replace the existing supply disruption tabular tracking system with a robust dashboard that facilitates seamless communication among stakeholders. We grounded our design processes with the design thinking framework. Healthcare supply disruption refers to any events that affects the delivery of necessary products to support patient care. It's crucial to resolve these as soon as possible. We have 6 main stakeholder teams working to resolve our supply disruptions. After a disruption occurs, its criticality is determined first. Teams can then suggest alternative supplies best suited as replacements. After iterative discussion, an alternative is approved by the clinical advisory team. New contract and purchase orders finalized, and the institution ERP system is updated to manage new inventory. These steps are currently worked on over a Microsoft SharePoint-based tracker in combination with lots of external communication like emails and calls. Some key problems are that the current processes are high time on task, caused by inconsistent info sharing across multiple channels and repetitive communication. Difficulty accessing information due to lack of collected information and data from ERP system to be the source of truth at any given time. Lack of clarity exists in task assignment and modifications. With multiple communication channels, tracking communication and progress can be very difficult. We create a low-fidelity prototype in Figma to ideate a solution for some of these problems. Let's take a look at the demo. Similar to the existing tracker, users are tied to their own user profile. However, we try to utilize this a little more. Going through the homepage housing assigned tasks and calendar meetings, we get to the full table view of all of the supply disruption or SDs. We can see these fields repurposed in the Details tab. In the left panel are all of the same SDs. Let's filter them to the ones we're involved in. In the right panel, we're viewing the details of the first SD. Each of the SD has their own set of comments to house external communication. Pinging people here will show up in their notification at the top. This is the SD reference number, the cause of disruption, and we can see that this has been marked as high priority and is currently awaiting approval on one of these alternative supplies by the clinical team. I represent Michael on the clinical advisory team, so let's resolve this now. As a subject matter expert on cardiology, I want to reject this alternative because it's low on stock. We had discussed a better alternative in an external meeting. Let me pull that into this dashboard to be our source of truth. I'll suggest a new supply by typing in its supply item number. Since it shows up in the drop-down, this means its information is already in the system and can be populated. I just need to add my notes, upload some documents, and add the suggestion. We can see it show up here at the bottom of the screen. Let's go ahead and approve this one. Just like before, I state my rationale, and then approve. Let's send this to the contracting team to take care of this. I'm going to assign it to Nguyen. We can see the progress timeline has been updated. More detailed timeline to track all changes can be found under the Changelog tab. Nguyen should have gotten a notification of their new task. I see them online and I can access all the information here. We concluded a cognitive walkthrough of our prototype with our project partner. 4 tasks were identified and the participants evaluated their experience with the current dashboard and our prototype. The prototype experience was significantly better than their current tracker, decreasing the time on task, their difficulty in accessing information and tracking communication, and increasing the clarity of the process. To conclude, our contributions include proposing an informative dashboard for supply chain disruption management and providing empirical evidence that it improves some usability.